That's what I feel. My neighbor had called me the previous week on a Saturday, told me the mother had fallen in the bathroom. So I advised her to go to that hospital and none, and the mother was operated on a Monday. So that Thursday when I was going myself as a patient for treatment for my leg after being done the MRI. And when I walked in, I saw that same police officer. There's an officer I saw when I was in Kenyatta after people seeing me in the news, and he followed me, and I asked him, "Where do you work? Why are you following me?" And when I saw him in Landnan, I felt very uncomfortable. But he told me he had a patient, so I cannot ask questions. What you're doing here? It is less than 20 minutes after that, the police officers stormed him. So I was bullied, I was harassed, I was dragged. I was psychologically, mostly it's the psychological abuse that is there because the intimidation that was there. And I tried to tell them to let my son come, to let my lawyer come, because I had called them to come and they refused, so they dragged me out of hospital. I was taken to three different stations, and they were not telling me why they were arresting me. They were not identifying who they are. They were not telling me where they're taking me. So it was a harrowing experience. And finally, when they took me to Capitol, is one of the ladies told me, actually, we want a statement about what happened in the ministry. Then I asked them, did you have to drag me, bully me, and I could have just called me to the police station. I can bring myself. I come and write the statement. There's nothing illegal I've done. So that is how I ended up in the police station, and I was supposed to go to court the following day. They released me on the 10,000 bail, and from that time I don't sleep well. I'm still I still having chest pains because, as I said, I'm a cardiac patient. The pain is still there, and I'm scared. Actually, I've come with my son. I cannot walk around alone. I feel scared, and we went. They told me that they have withdrawn the case, but officially it is not withdrawn because I went to the police station and instructions. So we are still awaiting officially to be told that it has been withdrawn. So there was no communication between the ministry and the police. So right now, I'm just in a limbo wondering where I am, because officially I have not been officially released. My extension is until Wednesday, so I don't know whether the ministry will communicate to the police, because the police are saying there has been no official communication. So that is where I am, a scared Kenyan, an intimidated Kenyan, a sick Kenyan. And I can't go for surgery now. I don't feel safe. So I don't know. I'm praying for recovery, and I'm praying that I'll be able to overcome this. Thank you. It was in Kenyatta. Others did not have food. Me, normally I have a motto that when I go to hospital, I carry breakfast, lunch, and supper. Because when I was in India, that food we could not eat. So I got used to carrying food. That day I saw mothers with children who were hungry, who did not have food. I had carried chapatis with tea. I gave them. A mother was telling me how she slept on the corridors with a baby. And Kenyatta is very cold. People who've been in Kenyatta know how cold it is. So it was very traumatizing to see what was happening. And so the next day when I went, at around 11, it was still not working. So that is when I told them, let's go down and see if we can get help. So when we walked down to the offices, I knew we were going to ICT. And we asked them, they told us from the previous week on Wednesday, the systems had been shut. Then I asked them, are you aware Kenyatta is not working? They said no. So I said, fine, so what next? I go to the pre-authorization office. Also, they are saying they cannot get access. They don't even know they are not working. So I asked them, please help us, what do we do? They go to Afia House, 4th floor. So that is how I ended up there. 4th floor, 5th floor, 6th floor, 7th floor. We were just looking for help. It wasn't a planned thing. And I believe in God's steps, because how I woke up that morning to go to Kenyatta, I went as a patient. I was not going to do anything. I was going to get treatment also. So when I walked in that office, the CS was not there. It was only the reporters, and they were taking tea. So that is when I asked them, "Yeah, you are aware the systems are not working?" And that is where I kept repeating, they are not working because we could pay. But anytime you tried to get access to the portal to get treatment, it was not possible. So basically from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there were patients there who required emergency services. They were unable to get. I saw that child who was crying because of the coin. I saw this mother who was trying to walk. Actually, even until today when we are talking, she's still not well, because she walked up and down looking for help and she had not healed. So there were many patients who were traumatized, and that is how I ended up in SHA. Now, when I went to the hospital, for those 2 weeks, I was in my house because I somehow I didn't go to hospital. Now, the day I walked in that hospital, I've been helping patients all my